Hey folks, Carl here from Making Models, and welcome to episode number 8 of Tamiya's Panther Ausfay. This episode is Diorama Part 2. So in the last episode we got the tarmac down, which was the sandpaper, and we got the base for the mud down. So this episode we're going to add some real mud, and we're going to start painting, dry brushing, maybe adding some grass and some clump foliage. So without further ado, we shall get on with it. So see you shortly. Okay, it's time for some mud. I've been mixing this up now for about 10 minutes or so. Don't need it very thick, as watery as possible. So probably about right. So it's going to be a very thin layer over the top of this. So let's get this brush cleaned up so we can use it. So we just need to cover. Probably need a smaller brush as well. That's an old tatty smaller brush. That'll do. So we are quite literally just gonna brush this on. Brush it on or dab it on. Probably a mixture of both. Muddy texture. Doesn't matter if we go over a bit. Make a mess of this. So I shall speed up speed up the video, and talk to you shortly. Okay, that is the first coat on. Now I think that's going to need to be left to dry for 10 minutes or so, something like that, and then we'll come back and we'll give it another coat and see how it gets on. Just try and thicken it up a little bit, because that might be a little bit too thin. We'll see how it dries. So, talk to you shortly. Okay, so it's almost dry. We're just starting to go around again. This time I'm just going to go around with a smaller brush and try and put it on a little bit thicker. As you can see around here, it's quite see-through, so it may end up having to need 3 coats. So we just keep building up a little bit at a time until we get it the thickness we want, because we don't want it too thick because it'll start to hide the detail, especially around where we want the track detail. So taking my time getting it down. So again, I'm going to speed up and we'll talk to you shortly. On to coat number 3. Okay, so now I'm going to leave this one to dry out completely and we'll see where we're at. Tidied up. So yeah, that's now had 3 coats. There's still 1 or 2 little patches where it's still showing through. Not very much, but it's there. It's really now starting to look like proper wood. So, like I said, we'll leave that now for several hours. I'll go clean my brushes up. I'm going to leave that in there, allow that to dry out, because we just need to add some more water to that if we want to activate it again. So it's just a matter of going and clean my brushes up. So we'll let this dry and then I will start applying gloss coats, and once all that's done and the gloss coats are done, we'll come back because we'll need to start adding some grass and some bushes and things like that. So speak to you shortly. Okay folks, as you can see, we've been moving along. So in the last clip we got the mud down where we wanted it, and I let that dry. Now this mud has had 2 coats of a gloss varnish, so it's all perfectly dry. And the tarmac I painted, first of all I gave it a coat of, where is it? That's not it. I can't remember what it's called now. Oh yeah, German grey from Tamiya. And after that I gave it a wash of NATO black. So zoom in a little bit. Have a look at that mud, how shiny it is. Yeah, this is all dry, and then we've got the road. It pretty much looks like tarmac, which is what we're going for. So you see it's all looking wet. So the plan now is I'm going to dry brush this tarmac with a lighter grey. I'm going to go for a IGN grey, which is XF77. So I'm only going to do a small spot to see what it looks like, and then I'll probably let it dry, because if it looks like we can go over the top of it and find something else. So I'll give this bottle a shake, get ourselves a tissue. So there's some on the brush. Put the lid back on because we're not going to need much. Careful when you first do it, because obviously the brush is reasonably loaded. Right, we'll go somewhere smack bang in the middle, so we'll just it's actually looking quite good. Probably needs a little bit more down, to be honest. So let's get a little bit more on the brush. Not too much. Don't take quite as much off. I'll go a little bit more like so. What I'm doing is I'm following the contours of some of these bumps to see if we can get it to come out a bit. But that's not looking too bad. Let's bring that down a bit. Is it going to focus? Focus. It's difficult to see on the camera. Let's go back out a bit and actually zoom the camera in rather than just moving it in. Yeah, it's difficult to see from straight down. Let us try. Let's undo these tripod bits. So we can start moving this about and bring it down. And bring it out a bit. So we have dry brushed that bit there. You can't really see it. It's not really showing anything, is it? But it is visible to the naked eye. So, in focus, focus. There we go. No. Right. I quite like the look of that. So I am going to go around and do this whole base. And then I shall be right back. Okay, that is now this dry brushed, and I've concentrated on where the sandpaper had actually risen slightly when it was glued. So you should be able to see slightly lighter lines where the road is actually ridged. Lump there. You'll be able to see it if we do this a little bit better. Yeah. So as you can see, there's that slightly lighter grey highlight just on the raised bit of the sandpaper. It's looking more and more like tarmac. So the plan now is this mud is kind of looking a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. It's not really a muddy mud colour. So I don't know whether to wash it down with something a little bit darker and then gloss coat it again, or, because I'm wanting to put grass down, is get the grass down where I want it, because it's going to be like a little bit along this ridge. I'm going to fill this corner up a little bit here, a little bit coming down the centre of this, and all over here, but not on the rocks. So I don't know. Ooh, look at that. Glue that back in there. A little bit of mud, because this mud is actually still a little bit moist from a couple of days ago. Let's see if we can get a little bit in there and stuff that back in. There we go. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I shall pause the video there and have a think about it, and when I come back you'll see what I've decided to do. So, talk to you shortly. Okay folks, as you can see, I decided on putting the grass, the short grass, down first, and I think I'm glad I did, because the mud, now the grass is down, doesn't look too funny a colour. So the plan now is to put some slightly longer grass down in parts around the rocks, down the centre of this, a little bit in the fields here, maybe a little bit longer stuff down here, and then I want to add a little bit of clump foliage. Now clump foliage, if you go to somewhere like Hobbycraft, is quite expensive. You'll get a bag about the length of this board and about that wide. It's got clump foliage in, and it is £10 plus just for that one bag. So I didn't bother buying any, but the good lady was with me at the time, and she was looking down amongst some other stuff, and I went and found it, and just where she was standing at the time was some of this stuff. Now this stuff is called reindeer moss, and it only comes in a bag probably half the size, but I got 2 of them, so it's probably a little bit more there than you would pay for the 1 bag of the railway hobby stuff. But these were £2 a bag, so we've got the same amount for £4. Now it looks like it's exactly the same stuff, so I'm going to open a bag and take a look. So we pull a little bit out. So yeah, just be a matter of stretching it out and laying it down wherever we want it on the model, and it really does look exactly the same as the stuff you would buy for the model railways. So I plan to put some, like I said, some longer grass down. This stuff down that is down at the moment is 2mm stuff, so I'll probably put some 4mm stuff down. I don't think I'll try and put any 6mm stuff down, but I do have some, so I'll have a think about it. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this stuff down, not too much, just a small amount. So I'm going to go away and do that, and that is probably going to be it for this video. So when we start the next one, I'll show you the completed base, and then we will get on with weathering the tank. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you've seen, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see some more. But as always, keep making models, be good, be safe, and we shall see you next time. Thanks for watching.